Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Octopus Math by Sahiba. This video is about HCF or GCF and LCM. Let's learn about HCF, which is also called GCF first. H stands for highest or G stands for greatest. C is for common, F is for factor. For example, 12 and 18 are the two numbers that we need to find HCF of. Step number 1, we will first list down all the factors of 12 and 18. So the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. And the factors of 18 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. Now step number 2 is finding out the common of these factors, which are 1, 2, 3 and 6. These are the common factors of 12 and 18. Now step number 3 is to find out the greatest or the highest common factor out of these, which is 6. This procedure is just to understand how HCF or GCF can be found out. Let's learn some more efficient methods to calculate HCF or GCF. One is prime factorization method. We will calculate the HCF of 18 and 24 by this prime factorization method. On the left side, we need to look up for the numbers that are common factors of 12 and 18. The first number that came in my mind was 2 because both the numbers were even. So after dividing 18 and 24 by 2, I got 9 and 12. The next number that came in my mind was 3 because it divides 9 and 12 both. You could use 3 first and then 2, that's also fine. The sequence doesn't matter. On dividing 9 and 12 by 3, I get 3 and 4. That's where I'm going to end my process of calculating the HCF by prime factorization because there is no number that further divides 3 and 4. So my HCF is on the left, 2 times 3, which is 6. Another method is looping method. Let's find the HCF of 18 and 24 again by this method to see its efficiency. For looping method, prime factorization is required. For 18, it's going to be 2 times 3 times 3. And for 24, it's going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Remember, we are looking for common, so one of the 2's is common and one of the 3's is common. So the HCF is 2 times 3, which is 6. Now let's learn about LCM. L stands for least or lowest, C stands for common, and M stands for multiples. Step number 1 is to find out the multiples of any number. Step number 2 is to find out the common multiples. And step number 3 is finding out the lowest of all those common multiples. Let's find out the LCM of 4 and 6. First, make a list of multiples of 4 and 6. So multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 and so on. And multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36 and so on. Step number 2 is finding out the common multiples. So one of those common multiples I see is 12 and the other I see is 24. There may be more, but we are not interested in more because we are looking for the lowest. So out of these common multiples, the lowest or the least common multiple is 12. So the LCM is 12. Let us look at some more efficient methods to calculate LCM of any numbers. One is prime factorization method again. We are going to calculate LCM of 18 and 24. We do remember up to this from HCF. For LCM, we need to take it a step further. We need to divide 18 and 24 unless we get 1. As I told you, sequence doesn't matter. So let me take 2 first because both were even. So upon dividing 18 and 24 by 2, I get 9 and 12. And then we took 3 as 3 divides both 9 and 12, and upon dividing we get 3 and 4. Now because there is no common number that divides 3 and 4 together, so we can take 3 first, and upon dividing 3 by 3 we get 1, and because 3 doesn't divide 4, so we copy 4 as it was. Now we can take 2 because 2 divides 4, and then 2 again because it divides 2, and we get 1 on both the numbers. So the LCM of 18 and 24 is going to be 2 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 72. Now let's learn about looping method to calculate the LCM of 18 and 24. So for looping method, we need prime factorization of 18 and 24. So for 18, it's going to be 2 times 3 times 3. And for 24, it's going to be again 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. I'm going to mark the uncommon factors first. Now the common factors that we see here is one of the 2's and one of the 3's. So the LCM of 18 and 24 is common times uncommon. Turns out to be 2 times 3 which are common, and then 2 times 2 times 3 which are uncommon. So the LCM of 18 and 24 is 72. I personally recommend you to use prime factorization method to calculate HCF or LCM of any pair of numbers. If you like my video, share it with your friends and spread the knowledge. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel Octopus Math by Sahiba for more videos.